Welcome back to the Traveling Templar channel. Today's video is on Thomas Bérard, the 20th Grand Master of the medieval Knights Templar. Little is known about the life of Bérard prior to being Grand Master, but what is known is that after the end of the reign of Renaud de Vichy, Thomas was elected as Grand Master. When he took over the Templars, the Holy Land and the Templar Order were in dire straits. Templar and Christian properties were reduced to a mere few cities and fortresses. The War of St. Sabas was a conflict between the rival Italian maritime republics of Genoa and Venice over the control of Acre. This was started at the beginning of Bérard's reign, and the Templars were not spared from this war as they sided with the Venetians, and the Hospitallers sided with the Genoese. This war would last until the Peace of Cremona in 1270, and hostilities were officially ended between the two sides. While the Christian Civil War was still going on, sometime around the end of 1263 or the beginning of 1264, cooperation was initiated by Bérard with Hugo de Revel, Grand Master of the Hospitallers, and Anno von Zangerhausen, Grand Master of the Teutonic Knights. If dealing with the Christian infighting wasn't enough, the Mameluke Bérards murdered the Sultan of Cairo in 1260 and consolidated his power. In 1263, Bérards attempted to lay siege on Acre, but retreated after a few days of fighting. In 1264, the Templars and Hospitallers captured Lizon, a stronghold between Caifa and Jenin, destroying a Mameluke unit of 300 men. In the next year, Bérards started a campaign of brutality that devastated the Christian kingdom. In March 1265, he utterly destroyed Caifa and Caesarea. He attempted to seize control of Chateau Pelerin, but the Templars were able to repel the Mamelukes. Bérards turned his attention to Arsuf, but the Hospitallers were able to resist. After a month, the city surrendered after Bérards promised to let everyone go free. As soon as the gates were opened, the knights were imprisoned, however. In 1266, Bérards attacked the fortress of Safed, which was held by the Templars. Bérards suffered huge losses and executed several of his generals in response to their suggestion to abandon the siege. After a month of fighting, the Mamelukes were able to capture the fortress. Bérards again made a false promise of leniency to the knights, but this time, instead of imprisonment, the Templars were all beheaded. Next fell Beaufort, Antioch, and Gaston, a devastating blow to Christendom. Both the Templar and Hospitaller Grand Masters pleaded to the Pope for more support. Another crusade was preached, but only the kings of France and Aragon responded, but a large contingent of the Christian hosts sank during a terrible storm. In February 1271, the Templars surrendered Chastelblanc and retreated to Tortosa. In June, the fortification of Montfort was lost. By the end of 1271, the castle of Crac des Chevaliers would fall to the Mamelukes, which would lead to a 10-year truce signed between the Christians and the Mamelukes. Thomas Bérard died on March 25, 1273. His leadership reflected a combination of military pragmatism and religious zeal, though he could not reverse the decline of the Crusader and Christian states. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you can also follow me on X, Instagram, and Facebook.